Welcome once again to everyone. Batch flower remedies are universal remedies. It fits to the universe very easily and it is user friendly. Everyone can use it without any uh, difference, even a newborn child and also old people, materials, animals, plants, and we can use the flower remedies to all things in the universe, even to the houses. You can cleanse the house with the use of remedies. And moreover, these remedies are user friendly, that is easy to take, easy to prepare, and once you get associated with it, it it directs you in an intuitive way. We have been dealing with these flowers for about 3 years uh, in Tamil language, and now we have come out with the English version of it, and we have completed 11 remedies, and the last remedy of the constitutional remedy is the 12th one. The 12th one he has completed with the rock rose. The rock rose, it Latin name is that botanical name is Helianthum mummillarum, they are calling. It is called a liberation flower also. Rock rose is a flower which is used both as a constitutional remedy and also a situation remedy. It is also used as a rescue remedy when Dr. Batch has found only 12 remedies, and he used it for the people for who is in danger of life, and also in a situation which is very tight or grim or very dangerous. One day, a woman came to Dr. Bat's clinic, and she has been vomiting. Uh, she has been vomiting with blood vomiting, and suddenly Dr. Batch has put his hand on the head of the woman, and the woman stopped vomiting, and she went into deep sleep for about 3 to 4 hours. 4 hours he slept, and as soon as he woke up, he went out and thanking him, and he went out. She went out, and she got healed very fast. So, in order to find a material remedy, actually, Dr. Batch is a great healer, and he is this presence itself is uh, having a healing property. Even to name his word, his name, when you call his name itself, there will be healing effect. So he, in order to find a proper remedy, he is searching for a equivalent flower. Suddenly he found rock rose. So in a way, you can see that instantaneous healing is happening in the rock rose flower. It is panic. It is a panic situation. The emotion goes up and down. The blood pressure goes up and down. Blood oozes everywhere, and suddenly the panic situation is converted to heroic courage. We people are very much worried about the fear, and the regular pattern of a situation is there, an accident or a shock or death or loss or anything which is diagnosed as a greater disease. Everything gives us to panic, and to counter it, to come out of it, rock rose is the remedy, and it makes the panic into a courageous thing, and a heroic courage, from terror to courage we can call. And the situation is, whatever situation we are in, whether it is a loss of wealth or loss of people or loss of health or things like that. Rock, when we take rock rose, the situation will be under control. Even if there is a violence, if there is a greater conflict in the society, rock rose is the remedy which makes you peace, which gives you courage to be at calm, and we have a total control. And even to the nightmare situation, when children are getting up and crying like anything during night situations, when you give rock rose, the calmness will be there. For anxiety disorder, anxiety is that whether what is going to happen next, start thinking like that, and expecting some good results or a calming factor, rock rose will be of greater help. uh, During this period only, while finding rock rose only, he has completed 12 systems, and he had published 12 remedies, the constitutional remedies. This is the remedy used for those in absolute despair, in terror, who feels that you can bear nothing more terrified. You cannot bear the fear, and you are very much terrified of it. And it is a situational remedy. Suddenly a situation arises, and there you find you in a situation you cannot come out of that, and the emotions and the panic is going up and down. If the panic is there in the body, the elements of the body is on rush to make a control over the body, and also to make a control over our emotions. For that, rock rose will be of a greater help. Everything is happening too fast in the situation. When something is out of control and happening very fast, rock rose will have a full control over that situation. So this is about the remedy in a nutshell. And we go to the plant, the flower. It is called Helianthum mimularium. Mimularium is called. It grows in a rocky soil. It is also called soul flower, a soul flower. It is also called gold coin flower. Helios means sun. Helianthum is divided into two. Helios is sun, and flower of sun they call. It is uh, a kind of golden color, which is very attractive. Round and flat it is, lying in the ground, scattered gold pieces. When you see the flowers scattered all over the plant, you can sense that there is gold. It is kind of a gold pieces scattered all over the area. It is a 5 petal flower, very silky. uh, it has a trailing branches. It is branching sideways, not upward, or it is horizontally branching. It has a loose grip on life. It is very loose plant. It suddenly loses grip of the soil also. It is perennial plant, growing low to the ground in a massed clump. It almost hugs to the ground, and it goes in the masses. It covers the whole area. The stem is thin and woody. Small dark green leaves in opposite pairs. It has got green leaves. It has almost opposite pairs. It is evergreen always. Stay on throughout the year. It stays on throughout the year. Almost the leaves are evergreen, and every time we see it is very greeny. It is lacking vertical structure. It is lacking directed growth. But it has got a strong will and ego. It is horizontal in growth. Uh, like sunflower, it also, the rock rose also is connected with the sun, the direction of the sun. The flower also is in tune with the sun's direction and follows the sun's direction. That is a thing. And when there is sunshine, it blooms and it follows, and it also wilts and sets in the evening. But bud faces downward. The flower is facing the upward, bud faces downward. It is grown in the chalk and limestone area. Flowers open and close because it has got a kind of irritability there. uh, it is so when you are in the condition of rock rose, you have irritation there in your body. It is self pollinated. It is singularly sensitive flower. ha, Hairy leaf is there. It is the leaves are very simple in form. The leaves protect the seed pods also. uh, the seeds are washed away from the hill areas. It is there in the hill areas, like junction. It is also seen in the hill areas, and by water or wind it is carried throughout the hill areas, and it gets germinated. You can see that a kind of risk factor is always there with rock rose. Root is quick and deep, diving root. It is always sensitive roots, and it is diving and it goes interior to the soil. uh, we can see the root is very long, and uh, it is a kind of we can see the physical plane. It is very sensitive, and it understands the surroundings very well, this plant. It also grows in the hot and dry conditions also. It is also known for its sun loving character. This plant, there is no nectar in the flower, but it is pollinated by insects also. Stamens are sensitive to the moisture and the dampness. The stamens are very sensitive to moisture and dampness. The sensitivity is more in this flower. Because of the sensitivity, uh, it understands the situation well, and it also connects with the surroundings very well. There are hundreds of species of um, rock rose. It is also called frost flower. Frost flower. Soon after the sun shines, the frost goes away from the flower, and it gets a good sunshine. When it gets good sun, it blooms to the full. And this is about the plant. The plant is it gives the flower is of yellow color, full yellow, attractive golden yellow color, and it fades away and wilts. The lifespan is very limited, and it blooms very fast. It wilts, fades away very fast, and also wilts very fast. It shuts down its petals very fast also. So it is a very fragile and sensitive plant, as we have seen. So the situation is that the persons who are in need of rock roses, very sensitive people. They are very much thinking about what will happen next and what will happen next. Uh, so the tendency, when the situation is there, when there is a kind of accident or any other thing, we are unable to trust the highest consciousness. So when we take rock rose, the highest consciousness is uh, visible before our eyes, and we can see the universe's play in our life. The nature of that remedy would be that suddenly, if there is a punch in the stomach, that kind of condition you had to be, you will lose your heads, and you sweat blood and water. Every cell is in fear. The condition of When the situation arises, the condition of the person will be every cell will be in flower in fear, and you will be shedding blood and water. uh, Actually, it is a temporary uh, a process. Even in the spiritual process, we get this kind of uh, situation. Suddenly there is happening, everything is at a stake, everything in a standstill, and suddenly awakening happens, the liberation happens, a sudden burst of liberation. The When there is a sunstroke, or there is a lots of sun energy being uh, in the body, and with our energy being depleted by the sun energy, when you take rock rose, it will heal us. It is a kind of pendulum. It is a speeding pendulum. Suddenly a negativity, sudden negativity and sudden positivity is there. Panic up to courage. It is also used as a rescue remedy previously. Uh, it is found in North Downs. Some area are found. So actually, instantaneous healing is happening in the rock rose flower. People who want instant results, uh, any kind of results, that is any matter pertaining to uh, the mind, which is giving which when you have an agitated mind or agitated problems, agitated requirement, when you want things to be done very fast, rock rose is the resort. And it is also indicating a deep hidden fear. There is a deep hidden fear. Because of that, the body is getting fluctuated, the mind is being fluctuated, and the panic is there. What next, what next, what next, what will happen next, like that the tendency will be there. uh, the quality of that flower rock roses, it has a watchful quality, always awake, always observing, a responsiveness to the environment of life, very responsive to the environment of life. It is quick in response, a uh, quick in withstanding, and quick in development, quick in progress, and very quick action is there. Quick action is there. It gives a mental clarity from chaotic fear. Very good expressions. From chaotic fear to mental clarity. If the person who is writing examination, suddenly there is a blackout, sudden blackness, when you give rock rose, the blackness will be gone, and sunshine will be there, and clarity will be coming there. These people are very oversensitivity, and because of that, the many skin problems, and also blood pressure being in a more blood pressure, and also the level of blood pressure goes up also. Because of oversensitivity, they lose proper perspective. uh, Unexpected potential. Even rock rose fullness, we can see that suddenly you recognize your unexpected potential within yourself. The situation is that unexpected things are happening, and opening, there is unfolding, the unfolding of unexpected expressions, unexpected problems. The same thing, unexpected potentials and unexpected ways will be opening when uh, there is a progress from panic to courage, or unexpected problems to an unexpected blessing. Very important it is. A person who has too much need to control, these persons are very much in need to control the surroundings. These are the people who are unconscious and involuntary behavior. They suddenly blanked out, they fell down and become unconscious. The whole existence is being shaken. The whole existence, even the minute cell of your body is shaken by fear. In a whole existence shaken in disoriented situation. And also we get the disarrayed sense of perception. And this kind of situation is there, and suddenly a blessing, a liberation, a freedom, and a sudden pull out of that situation, and also the sudden bliss happens. But so much of turmoil, so much of suffering, so much of fear to the core, fear to the core of to core. From the bottom of the soul we get fear, and from the bottom of the soul we get blessings because of rock rose. These people need outside guidance. uh, Strongly they need, because of that guidance they'll be coming out of that problem. Another important thing is, almost because of the situation of a grim situation or a dire situation, an accident or a disease or a strong shock, the soul actually it has stepped out of the body actually. So uh, uh, in the fullness, while using rock rose, you can see the soul outside of the body. That is the important thing. Transcendence is happening, transformation is happening, metamorphosis is happening because of rock rose. These people who are in need of rock rose will be always in survival mode, and they will be losing the energy lots and lots, and suddenly the whole blessing of the universe is given by rock rose also. The hype, because of the hypersensitivity, the whole body, the whole body is frozen like, and also the blood also stagnated, and because of that a palpitation or a kind of breathing in control, uncontrollable breathing is there, involuntary movements are there. See, suddenly the person who is who doesn't know swimming, he rescues a person from the water and he comes out. That is the nature of rock rose. Because of rock rose, you get you do the uh, undoable easily. You do, you risk your whole life easily, and you go to the extent of giving your life to uh, others, and suddenly you get a kind of courage, and you make others problem easy, come out of the problem very easily. Narrowly escaped accidents, nearness to death, and also nearing to almost getting life situation in out of control situation. And you find that sudden rescue is happening, sudden liberation is happening, sudden uh, problems, the sudden problems get suddenly resolved. That is the quality. When you think of rock rose, it is suddenness, fastness, and liberation. And these people are very sensitive to noise and also sound, and even to the very sensitive in all the uh, uh, senses. It is actually rock rose person who is need of rock rose is having a real fear, real terror is there. Their body is very rigid, and the situation is external. Because of the external situation, the internal gets affected. The very important point is the individual response to the situation is very important. When there is an external situation, the individual response is very important. To have a balanced response, or a response in a spiritual aspect, we need rock rose. Very important is rock rose equal to returning to himself, returning to oneself. We are returning to ourselves by rock rose. These people are very much worried about public speaking also, and they will be always thinking about what will happen, terrified what will happen. And because of rock rose, we are learning to be brave, learning to face the life, learning to actually soon after we are born to the world, we are in the rock rose tendency. There is a terror, and we have come out while we are listening to this session. We are in a kind of positive rock rose also, because we have traveled so much. We have traveled to an extent that we have seen the world as balanced as possible, and we are seeing ways to understand the panic or terror or fear, and we are sublimating all the panic into courage, fear into learning, and also terror into terrific beauty or things like that. So rock rose gives us, it is also a magical flower. It gives a magic, it heals you in a magical way. If you have lost a greater amount of money, when you take, if rock rose, there is a possibility of getting that money recovered easily. And if we have lost valuables, or we saw our passport and you get terrified, what will happen next? And that time rock rose will be of greater help. I personally have given to many people who are in shock of losing their visa or passport or things, and they get recovered that passport and things which are of greater value. And even in the divorce settlement, even in a person who are deceived by other people in a shock, you give rock rose, it will be of greater help to them. And telling about the wholeness of the plant, it is a pendulum from negative to positive. It is a flower of heroism. It is a flower of inner guidance. It is a flower, when you get lost of your path, you get the path easily. From fearlessness to fear to fearlessness. Another thing is very important thing. It You fight for mental freedom. You get mental freedom. You win the mental freedom. It reminds us of those forces that are eternal, beyond the vibratory and changing. You can see the direction given by the universe because of rock rose. There are eternal forces which are guiding us, is the thing. To know the essential knowledge and truth, you will know essential knowledge and truth by uh, rock rose. You have a open sensitivity, a great spontaneity, and emotional openness will be there when you are using rock rose. You will find the innocent child, the inner child you will find when you are vibrating with the rock rose fullness quality. And then very important point is natural resilience. You will have a natural tendency to see the world in a brave way, resilient way. It is a guiding force. It is very mysterious, and you will feel a kind of gratitude and awe and wonder while you are taking rock water in a grim situation, or a situation which is out of control. Suddenly there will be a kind of gratitude, a mysterious thing will be happening, and you will be awe-struck and you will full of wonder and gratitude when you see, when you take rock rose, when you are in a utmost condition, where your soul has come out of your body and you are out of control totally, and everything is gone, and suddenly the blessing, the liberation, the freedom, and the the thing, the universe has come down and they started healing. You feel that you and the universe are one. You yourself get healed by yourself. You yourself get healed by yourself. Very important point it is. Because of rock rose, you get healed by yourself. The inner healing is happening. Rock rose gives you the tendency to hold pressure and pacify others also. So rock rose is a great remedy, which is always a blessing, and it is wanting you to use it. And the message of rock rose is that you are learning to be brave against great odds and fighting for your freedom. And the beautiful little flower rock rose, which grows so abundantly on our hills and pastures, will give you the courage to win through. This is the message from Batch. So rock rose, uh, ready reckoner, miracle doer, a rescuer of any situations, and which gives a mental freedom, which shows you the inner child, which which gives a harmonious healing within yourself, and which cuts off your mind. Rock rose cuts off your mind and connects to the universal mind, and you become a universal mind because of rock rose. Because the situation is objective, the openness of mind is subjective, and rock rose is openness of mind. And when you open the mind so broad, it becomes a universal mind. In that way, rock rose is universal mind. When you are connected with universal mind, there is no fear, only freedom and liberation, and the world will be full of gratitude, awe, and wonder. Thank you.